taking so long. Forget. All right. Here we go. Okay. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. Look. Hey. Hey, y'all. I wanted to touch bases, right? Before we even get to any readings, right? And I want to say that, yeah, I get on here and I do Pisces reading. But although, like, I aim my reading, I touch note on Pisces. It's like, if it resonates with you, no matter what sign you are, happy Friday. If it resonates with you, no matter what sign you are, it's a message for you, right? Because when you're dealing with astrology and you're dealing with the zodiac and different things like that, it's like everybody is going to have Pisces in their natal chart, you know? It's just a matter of what planets and different things like that you have in the sign of Pisces that's going to let you know how it's going to affect you. So the readings can resonate with you either way it go. Like, Pisces is your 12th house. It's your house of self-undoing. It's your house of, like, spirituality. And if you here and you looking into tarot and different things like that, then clearly like you're on your path, you know, or you're trying to view things from a different angle, especially when it's more like dealing with spirituality or dealing with your intuition. So you can very well resonate with these readings and not be a Pisces. Like, again, you still have a Pisces sign placement in your natal chart. It also deals with, like, undoing, like self-undoing. So that means that, you know what I mean, it's dealing with things that only you can fix the problem. Only you can notice it. You know what I mean? Like, how it's like you can have an issue with somebody else, and if you talk to everybody but the person that you have the issue with, like, they'll never know. Like, you can never pretty much fix the issue type thing. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you still, you have Pisces. Like, you can very well resonate with this and be a Capricorn. You can resonate with this and be anything. Like, so I want to touch bases on that. And then I also wanted to let y'all know, right? Like, when we deal with this spiritual stuff and how I speak to y'all and I tell y'all that y'all are earth angels and different things like that, like, an earth angel is going to be somebody who's on the lighter end of things. You do have a heart, you know, you do have intuition, you operate with certain gifts, like, you have purpose. You got to understand that you have people that have different purposes. Sometimes you're going to come across people where they are placed here to reap havoc. Like, they're placed here to be a karmic. They're placed here to do karmic stuff. Like, it's nothing that you can do about that. That does not dictate the type of person that you are. You know what I mean? That's why you got the type of status that you have, because you still stand firm no matter what. Via how when they speak and they tell you that, you know, the strongest battles is given to the toughest soldiers type thing. Like, you built different, right? So I needed to get clear with y'all on that. Like, understand, like, how when I say to y'all, y'all not just regular people, y'all built different. Y'all able to withstand different things that the average person can't stand. Hey, good morning. Hey, you know what I mean? You able to go through things, like, multiple times. Like, how when we speak and we say, you know what I mean, we don't more so value the material things and different things like that, because we feel like not only can we lose them, but we could get them back again. You got some people where them losing their materials, them losing the things that they feel like really makes them, like they can't stand that. Understand that them people, like you got people that think different from you. And these are more so the people that's projecting, you know what I mean, how they feel towards you, because they feel like you doing something to them by being able to withstand them battles. By you being built the way that you built. It's kind of like they feel as if favor was shown. You know what I mean? In which we can always go in full circle with this. You know what I mean? When you get these different stories, especially from the Bible or whatnot, like you got to learn how to view this stuff. It's just like if you're reading a book. It's just like if you're watching a movie. Like that's kind of like how your life is. You know what I mean? You got some people that's there to cause problems and some people that's just there taking up space, like type thing. You know how it is on the movie set. You got the main characters and shit. You got people that's just gonna fill in the space when we do the scene. Like it's needed. But everybody not meant to hold a specific position in your life. Like everybody don't hold no value to you. Like you gotta understand that. You got to understand that. You know what I mean? For real. But you also got to understand why people are going to be attracted to you, because it's like you give good advice, like they've seen you withstand the strength of time. They've seen you give love to people where they didn't necessarily deserve it. It's like they've seen you in action, so they know that you're a valuable piece. But I keep on telling y'all that it seems like to you, because it's so first nature, like it's nothing to you. You do it effortlessly, so you really don't even see it how other people see it. To you, you're moving how you're supposed to be moving, but everybody is not built like that. Like, get that through your head. Everybody not built like you. Everybody not honest like you. Like how it's easy for you just to say how you feel is real hard for some people. It's hard for people to bounce back, you know what I mean, when certain things was done to them, certain things was taken from them, certain things was said to them. Like, you got some people that's real sensitive, you like, for real, you know what I mean? And it's a lot of us that's like that too, because it's like, yeah, you can be wise or you can know how to contain yourself emotionally, but a person still better watch what they say just strictly off of respect. You know what I mean? It's levels to everything, but you know how to exist where you need to be. Like, speak your piece. Like, for real. You know what I mean? And that's absolutely okay. But it's like, again, you go through a lot of the things that you go through because you're able to withstand them, for one, but then for two, you can get the lesson out of them. Like, without the experience, you won't necessarily have the footing. You know what I mean? Because, yeah, even though some of us believe in reincarnation and we know that we done this thing 1,000 times over, however many times, you know what I mean, that we done got it, it's like, you still need like a touch up, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? A reminder via how a lot of y'all can go through things and all it takes is for you to get your head bumped once. Like, a person ain't got to continuously bump your head or continuously put you in a compromising position before you realize that that ain't somewhere that you want to be, or that's something that you need to let go of. You know what I mean? You ain't got no issue with that. It's like you have no codependencies. Understand that that's another thing that makes you different from the average person. And like I said, that's why certain things is being placed in front of you. So when you get up and you speak, it ain't like you speaking from a place that you ain't never been nowhere. You just up here talking out like, you know what I mean, you're behind. Like, that ain't what's going on. You speak facts because you have experiences all over the board, and some of these experiences is like unexplainable. Some of these experiences, just like I said to y'all the other day, if you get to talking to somebody about it, they might think you crazy, might think your cheese done slid off of your crackers, because what are you talking about? But you know your experience, you know what you've been through, you know what people done tried to do to you, you know how you felt when it was done, like, you know the difference. Like, you ain't nothing wrong with you. You ain't tripping. You know exactly what was going on around you. Like, you know exactly what got you to this point. And can't nobody take that from you. That's what they feel a certain type of way about. It's like your assurance, like you're so sure of yourself. But it's like, yeah, you the one that had to put one foot in front of the other. You know the path that you had to walk. So it's like, that's fine. Understand that a lot of these people chose not to heal like you chose to heal. Therefore, the BS that they stuck in is on repeat. They going through things because of their own doing. That's another thing that deals with Pisces. That's why I keep telling you, if it resonates with you, it resonates with you. Pisces is going to speak of cycles as well. You know, it's the two fish. Like, you're going to have to balance that energy out. That has to be balanced in order to do anything. And only you are able to balance that. It's like a lot of people, you know what I mean? Some of us done looked outside of ourselves. Some of us done tried to find it, you know, with the materials. Like, some of us done tried to find it, like, with the love. It's because of those experiences that you know what do not work. Therefore, you know what to not to do in order to try to fix this problem. Like, you not for putting Band-Aids over stuff. You know that them Band-Aids only gonna stick but for so long. You rather get right to the problem. And if it needs to be changed, change it out. You don't care if you got to shut all the water off via the emotion, the emotional connection, the hey, I mess it up every time. Don't worry about it. When you talk to people with your mind is what we gonna do. That part. You don't care if you have to shut the water off in the whole building and go without water, like I said, for a certain amount of time in order to fix that pipe. You'll be damned if you put a Band-Aid on it and act like it ain't leaking in the basement and just live upstairs like everything just fine and dandy, like you ain't doing it. The average person can't do that. They can't do that. That's just like how when the power go out and different things like that. You know, you have people that panic. Y'all don't even panic. Like, that's the number one rule. Don't panic. When you get the panicking, that's when your thinking get all over the place. Like, you know that. Understand, like I said, these are things that you do without even thinking about it. And you have people that have been in your life that done paid extra attention to you. And they know how you able to move. In all actuality, they want to move just like that. They want to be just like that. But instead of asking you how you got there, because the thing is, they seen what you had to go through to get there, and a lot of people don't want to go through that. They ain't willing to withstand that time because they not built like you built. I'm going to keep on reminding you of that. They not you. Their mind don't even click that fast. Most people, when they get backed in the corner, you know what I mean? I don't know, they get angry, they might pout. They not thinking of their next way of how to get out like you are. Like, again, like I said, you can't get through the back door, you going through the window. You can't get through the window, you willing to shimmy up that little pole in the back and get in on the balcony. You gonna climb through the bathroom window upstairs? You done kicked in the little vent window in the attic. Like, how did you even get up there? They ain't got that drive like that. They ain't built like that. They ain't even thinking like that. They would have stopped when they couldn't get in on the bottom level. That's when they would have stopped. Understand the value that you hold, like, in these different situations. Like, understand that you are the key piece to so many people. Understand why they trying so hard to get at you. Like, understand that envy. Understand that jealousy. Understand all of that. I think a lot of y'all do, though. You know what I mean? And the mere fact that you do is the reason why you know not to take it personal. And therefore, we here right now. Like, you still able to properly move forward. Like, because that shit really don't even faze you. You kind of like it. Like, it's like you view it for what it is, because it's really admiration. Like, these people really admire you. They admire your drive. Like, they admire your kick. I done already told y'all, for a lot of y'all, it's like you're beautiful too. It's one thing to be cute, handsome, all that, but you can be a beautiful male, you can be a beautiful female. Like, beauty is deeper than your appearance type thing. It's like you beautiful because you so wise. You beautiful because you're so tender. You're beautiful because you're so caring. You're beautiful because you're empathetic. Like, on top of you being beautiful, like appealing to the look, you know what I mean? Like, it's like a double whammy. Like, understand how you coming through busting heads. Understand why they don't like you, be my thing. Like, that's why I'm trying to prep you the way like that. I'm trying to prep you. Again, yeah, Ricky, personality. Like, you have personality. A lot of people lack basic personality, like, and you have some. You're a valuable piece on so many different levels. Like, that's why it be so hard for you to get rid of people once they get honed in on you, get connected to you. Like, that's what I mean when I say you got a light, like you're a source. That's what we talking about when we speak of energy vampires, different things like that. Like, that's how they get your energy. They're being close to you, getting your opinions, getting your emotions, see how you feel about something. Most of the time, these people, they'll get around you, ask your opinion, take in how you feel, and then when they get around other people, they'll project it like that's how they feel. Like, they try to embody your feelings, embody your personality, talk how you talk, do the things that you do. So when you're not around, it's like they're you. And then when you are around, motherfuckers will be confused. Like, who is who? You know what I mean? How does this... You've been to have somebody where you will come around and a person to think that you the imposter, you the one being fake, because they be around them and this is how they be acting all the time, not knowing that this person be around you, feeding off of you, but you don't be out like that. Like, you don't be around the like, you see how they say, like with the friends, where you got a friend and they got a different friend group and you don't necessarily, you know what I mean, vibe with they other friends, but every now and again y'all mesh because for the sake of mutual friend type thing. And they say, you know, they act different when you come around. That's how you know people been talking. Like, it's a whole lot, you know what I mean, to give and take. At all. Nothing like it. But that's why I say, like with the Pisces, you know what I mean? It's an energy. It ain't even nothing about no sign like that. It's the energy. Yes, it's the sign because it's more so highlighted for you when you're Pisces. But as again, it's going to resonate with different people on different levels. You ain't got to be no Pisces. You are spiritually aware. You have intuition. You have emotions. Like, you're very tapped in your Pisces energy. It just is what it is. It don't look no certain type of way. Yeah, like all of that, nah. Yeah, but that be their main objective. That's what I'm saying. Everybody has purpose. Everybody has purpose. Even the mosquitoes. Because that's what we gonna call them for now on, the mosquitoes. They got purpose too. Hey. But understand as well as they have purpose. My bad, y'all. I'm trying to get myself together. Understand that as well as they have purpose, right? And their purpose is to try to feed off of what you have going on. The mere fact, if you didn't have no restrictions, you didn't have no people like that, then you really wouldn't have no experiences at life. You would think that things was just easy all the time. You would think that restrictions don't come. It's kind of like a sense of entitlement. So that's why certain things are allowed to take place, because you know what I mean? It's like God already know how you can maneuver. He know how he built you. He know you one of his warriors. You an earth angel, like you one of his people. He ain't worried about it. But you got to understand, he going to let you get tested because he already know what you can do. But you got to know what you can do too. I keep on getting back to that matrix energy with y'all. If you don't know, then you don't know. If you know, then we finna run it. We finna run it every time. Ain't no question. Ain't no questioning you because you ain't wavering. You know how you built just like I know how you built. Like, all we got to do is just put together the master plan. But if you don't know, then we can't do nothing because you're a valuable piece. Like, the board don't even work. It's like having something that's battery operated with no freaking batteries. Like, what are we going to do with this? It's pointless. And that's how they wanted to put you in a position where you feel like you didn't even know that you was the battery. Therefore, you can't even jump in and operate like no operation is going on. But where they messed up at was they thought that when they put you in a restricted position that you was going to respond like everybody else. You was going to cower in the corner, and you actually came out swinging. You actually put them on their ass. Like, you actually made them rethink what they was doing. Like, you actually wasn't as soft as they thought you was. You actually wasn't as seasoned as they thought you was. Like, they thought you was a beginner at something that you was like pro level at. And it's like when they put your back against the wall, like something else kicked in. Like your body kicked on autopilot. Like, I don't even know how to put that into words. It's like it had the reverse effect. Instead of making you weaker, it made you stronger. Like, yo, like, I don't know the shit. I don't know what it did. Like, it activated something completely different. It activated what they was trying to shut down. I really feel like it have a lot to do with your heart. You know what I mean? Because with unconditional love, it's like you can move in a position where it's not emotion based, because I'm going to love you whether you do, or I'm going to love you whether you don't, or I'm going to accept the situation whether I agree with it, or I'm going to accept the situation whether I don't. Like, it's unconditional. It's no conditions. You know what I mean? So that puts you in a position where you stop moving from your second chakra, like that sacral area where you were very emotional bound. Like, it more so was about how you felt. You know what I mean? Like, even if they were wrong, but you felt a certain type of way, all this siding and soft, gentle, nurturing shit you wanted to do. It's like you co-hire parenting now. Like, you the parent of some teenagers. Like, you ain't playing no more. Like, it's different. Your appearance is different. Your vocabulary is different. Like, the way that you show up is different. I told y'all before, like on Paid in Full, when you said that, I'm different, B. I see different. I feel different. Like, on God, you built different. Like, they played too far. They thought that your siding with them, your how do you do with people, you know, when you be making excuses for people when they do stuff, they thought that they was going to be able to push you too far. Not knowing that they had already went too far. Like, you been, your antennas went up. Your antennas went up. I got more movie references for you. It's just like Money Mike. They thought you just was around being cute, like your eyes was just hazel. No, that wasn't what was going on. You actually was seeing what was going on. You was doing some work around there. You knew what was going on. You knew what was up. And it's like you plotted your exit from around these people, because it's like it's a bunch of different people. It ain't even no one specific person. For a lot of y'all, you got one specific person that's like doing direct things towards you, but also like your whole life you didn't have multiple different people, even from when it came to you being in elementary school, like meeting friends and stuff like that. Like, it's always been an underlying little weird jealousy type feeling. Like, you could never be friends with nobody for too long. It'd be like y'all start off good, but then eventually you could start to feel that this person, like, they feel something towards you. They don't like you. They not as into you as what they once was. Like, and you don't do anything but just show up as you. It be simple shit. Like, a person might do something and you be honest with them about how you feel. If they was wrong, then they was wrong. You don't care about them being your friend. You don't care about them being your family. You don't care about none of that. You come from an unbiased place. I done already told you. Unconditional love. You understand that can't nobody fix the problem but them. Hold yourself accountable. Therefore, you hold people accountable, and they don't like that about you. They feel like that's a problem. That's when you get them when you was a kid and they say, oh, you want the truth? You can't handle the truth. That's what you starting to realize as an adult. A lot of these motherfuckers can't handle the truth. They really don't want it. They don't like it. They don't even try to look for it. But see, you come around and you this big, bright light, speaking nothing but the truth, honesty, still all in love. You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck is this? Like they don't understand you. But you're so rare. Like it's like you need it. They want, like it's strange. It's strange. It's strange, the steps. I promise you. I feel like that's why you be so reluctant with even trying to get close to people, because you know it always end in envy. Like, when you think about everybody, even all the people that you let go, you got some people that you still chose to let stay close to you, and you still have situations where you had to let shit slide with them. You know that they held some type of envy in one situation or another. You just feel like you know they hurt to the point where you ain't had to completely scrap them. They didn't completely sell their soul. They didn't completely, betray you, or however it goes. But I feel like you even starting to take a double look at that too. Like, I don't know, a lot of y'all getting more and more comfortable with the thought of being alone if it means that you're going to keep yourself safe. Because you realize all the backstabbing that's going on around you. You realize how all fake these people is. Like, for real, people being so fake. Ain't nobody showing up like as they, like, it's, and I can't even say nobody, because I always said, right? If I know I stand the way I stand, I ain't never gonna be so arrogant to feel like I was the only person created like myself. I know that there's other people out there like me. I just know that they far and few is what I'm seeing. Because off of experience, it's showing me that they far and few. But I ain't never gonna throw the baby out with the bathwater. So it be like, I don't know. That give me my go on still showing up how I'm supposed to show up. Like, I ain't never been let down. God ain't never let me down this far. He ain't gonna start letting me down now. Ain't no reason for me to believe it. I tell you again, at times when it was one footprint, I was being carried. I ain't worried about none of that. They don't like you because of that as well, that faith. It's like you had people around you that was watching you, and they legit would have paid money to see you panic. It's like they didn't like how firm you was. Understand that. Something that actually, that's what I mean when I say the same things that made them love you was what the same reason why they didn't like your ass at the same time. It's like an obsession, like for real, like man. I wanted to touch bases with y'all because we got all these readings on the channel. You know what I mean? And just like I said, the first thing that I want to touch bases on was you did not have to be Pisces to resonate with the energy, because you have Pisces in your natal chart. You have spiritual sense, you have intuition, you have emotions. You very tapped in on the Pisces. It don't matter what you is. And with that being said, we took off on, you know what I mean, with the different type of energies that we dealing with. It's like in those readings, you have so much of people doing so much BS to you. People feeling so a certain type of way about your growth. People spreading false narratives about you. People doing voodoo on you, doing black magic. Like, people real life been playing in your energy. And I just needed you to understand why. Like, why? Because that's a big part of the question. A lot of people be wanting to know, why is these things happening? Why am I being targeted? Why do it seem like I can't catch a break? Why am I always being tested? I needed you to know the way you built. You built for the test. You supposed to be the example of how it's done. That's why you're tested. You see, every time they throw that little whack-ass ball at you, you knock it out the park. It's to the point where you just walk around the bases. You don't even run. You don't even wait to see where your hit go. You know it's out the park. But also understanding that that's why they feel a certain type of way about you. You got people that's going up there and they bunting the ball to make everybody come running in so they could get it and try to steal some shit. Like, understand. You got people that's standing on the base while somebody going up the bat so they can run to the next base. You got people trying to steal. But you ain't even got to do none of that because you so confident in what you do, confident in who you are, confident in what you say. Like, confident on where you come from. Like, it's you know what I mean? It's a difference. Like, but understand why you're being put up for the job. Like, for real. Understand why you're being put up for the job. Like, you built for it. You built for it. You was placed here at this time to go through this. Like, you was built for it. That's why I always tell people, like, journaling, different things like that is very important. All the stuff y'all done been through, can you imagine if somebody read it as a book like that man, you think that wouldn't be $1 million movie? If you was to stop hiding who you really was and just lay it all out. Actually document them experiences. The journey that you done had to travel, the different things that you done had to overcome. You think somebody wouldn't go by that? You think that wouldn't be a perfect blueprint? You know what you being the earth angel, that you had a contract, right? Your contract came with directions. Your directions gonna come to you through your intuition. Your directions is gonna come through you through different people, through different messages, all the rest of that. How many times do you get something that come with directions and you so goddamn smart, you don't even read the directions, you just put it together? That's one thing that we forgot. That contract came with directions. We make shit hard on ourselves. That's Pisces as well. Cause and effect. The house of self-undoing. You wouldn't do that shit yourself. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on now, y'all. It starts with accountability. I promise you. You be able to go so much farther when you're able to hold yourself accountable, like, and just really step back and view things for what it is. Remove the emotion. Remove the emotion. How you feel don't matter. How they feel don't matter. We're going to get down to the basis of what's right and right when them scales weigh out. Understand how unhappy people are, especially at this present moment, because they looking up and realizing that they ain't did the work. They ain't did the work. A lot of people is figuring out that doing the work is actually more than just talking like you doing the work. It takes a little bit more than just using the slang, using the healed terms or the spiritual terms. Like, it's a lot that come along with the territory. And that should be another thing that you notice too, because a lot of people started out in this spiritual thing, or a lot of people started out believing it, and they eventually reverted back to their old behaviors. Now get me understood with this too. It's a complete difference, because you're still human. You're still going to have fun. You're still going to have things that you like. You're still going to indulge in different things. Like, ain't no judgment with that. It's a difference when you still having your fun, you still living your life, but you still know in your spiritual stance, you still hold your faith. You still have a kind heart. You're still mindful, even though, you know what I mean? Hell, you might have a drink. You don't get blacked out drunk. You ain't never forgot nothing. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't, no. It's levels to it. So understand that it ain't no judgment at no level. You do what you do. They say do what you do with moderation, right? Understood. I ain't got no judgment. I don't care nothing about that. My thing is, with them heart of hearts, your intentions. How you moving, how, you know what I mean? What like, it's a lot of different factors that come into play when decision making is on the table. And especially when you're dealing with other people too. I was always taught as a kid, you know how they say birds of a feather flock together, right? Just because you with a group of people, if your group of people is doing something, don't think that they gonna think that you ain't doing it just because you are who you are. No, if you with them, y'all all doing it. They ain't gonna say that hoe, they gonna say them hoes. Get that understood. I don't make the rules. But being mindful of that, you have to pay attention to the different things that you indulge in, the different groups that you take part of, the different friends that you consider friends and different things like that. You know what I mean? Because a lot of y'all realize that y'all had friends that was like secret enemies. Like, a lot of y'all came to realize that it was a good majority of the people that y'all had in y'all life didn't mess with y'all like y'all mess with them. Like, y'all had more loyalty for these people than what they had for you. They wasn't gonna step for you like you was gonna step for them. They was gonna hesitate. When if you needed to step in some boots with no lace in them, boots, y'all heard me, in some boots with no laces in them, baby, you was gonna step. Toes balled up in the front of them to keep the boots on and all, but you was gonna step. But you realized they ain't had that same type of goal for you. They ain't had that same type of loyalty for you. It really seemed like these the main people that sending all this energy towards you. It seemed like they the ones with this vendetta. Hey, I'm sorry. Look, I was on the roll because we trying to get to the, you know. So another thing I want to touch bases with y'all on is a lot of y'all done got into these different spiritual battles and stuff like that. Like, you done been tested. Yeah. But it's like y'all done whooped some ass without even knowing that you was in spiritual battles. So when it comes to these fears, you got to understand that fear is what give like the enemy power, right? Because fear holds you back from doing a lot of things. Fear holds you back from confronting a lot of things. Like, fear holds you back in a lot of different ways. So the main objective is to get you scared so that I can keep you stagnant or I can keep you in place. But again, I done already told you that y'all done whooped a lot of ass without even knowing that you was in battle. So you surely shouldn't have no fear. You shouldn't be scared of nothing at this point. Like, nothing. A lot of y'all done dealt with things that, like I said, it's some shit that's unexplainable. A lot of y'all done seen all type of shit come out of people. A lot of y'all done seen people transform, especially when people get mad. It's like something with that jawbone. Y'all can see when energies is moving through people. Like, you can see this. You're aware of this. Your discernment is through the roof. Your intuition is through the roof. Like, it's kind of hard to play with you. Can't nobody deceive you. Can't nobody do nothing with you right now. Understand? That's why I keep telling you it's how you built. He knew you was built like this. He knew he built you how he built you. Understand the type of backing that you got from your ancestors and God himself. You know how hyped up he got to be about you? I told you my baby was going to kick in. Like, y'all thought it was sweet. Watch it now. Watch it now. I know how I equipped this one. You have purpose. You're an earth angel. You're a valuable piece. Like, they messed up. They turned you on. Again, what was supposed to make you weak only made you stronger. And you doing exactly what you were supposed to do. It didn't do nothing but push you further in your purpose. It didn't do nothing but turn your light up actually brighter. It made you like one of them little zap machines, you know, that be outside with the bugs where you could just hear bugs be electrocuting the shit out of them. Like, you electrified. You way different. You so different to the point that those that would usually even try to play with you, try to challenge you, like, they don't even try it. They ain't even comfortable trying you. And that's what they was here for, to be a test for you. They don't even want to test you. They don't even want to go over there no more. They worried. They super worried because they know that they can't fulfill their contract. They can't fulfill their part of the deal now. Because you turned on. But see now, that be the thing, right? That be the thing. I want to get to the basics with y'all. If you don't, make sure that you be grounding. Make sure that you ground yourself out. You know that grounding is you can basically go outside barefoot, put your soles of your feet on the grass, connect with the earth, like discharge them eons, get it, look into it. Ground your energy out. And then also make sure that you cleanse yourself. Make sure that you stay clean. You keep your mind clean. Like, scrap the negative thoughts. Again, I already told you, you a valuable piece. You a valuable piece. It ain't the, You need it on the board, baby. So we need you to always show up refreshed. Always show up being you. Always show up with personality. You know? Like, tap in, full-fledged. And we got you. Like, we got you. We got you. Just show up and be you. These people can't do nothing with you. They can't do nothing with you. They can't dim your light. They can't block your light. They can't take your light from you because they can't even embody. Like, you just so big. And I don't even mean that per se, but understand what I just said. All of the greatness that you are just placed into one body. Know when we dealing with things, especially like on an energetic level, like you have chakras and stuff like that. Like, that's what I mean when I say your light, the energy that you give. Like, you different. Like, you're different. You're very valuable. Like, people hate to lose you. They hate to lose you. It's easy to become obsessive with somebody like you. It's like a complete package, total package. Not to mention you care. That's a big one. You have a lot of people that move around on autopilot. Like, they don't care about nothing. They just doing what they told. Like, you straight go against the grain, like in a good way. You definitely fight for your right to party. And it's all like a part of you being authentically you. You know what I mean? You don't try to be nothing that you are not. You don't try to fit in places where you don't belong. And the main thing too be like, you don't even try to get people to like, it's like you don't want recognition for it, if that makes sense. Like, you don't gloat in it. Like, you're very humble. Very humble, like very loving, very nurturing, very caring. It's natural. I keep on saying that it's natural. Like, and the thing is, it be so hurtful to you because you all like, you see the value in yourself and you know the different things that you come with. I feel like you come to this understanding a lot too, due to the type of conversations that you have with people, and you can see how shallow they are and different things like that, you know, compared to the way that you think or what you think is okay. It's like you precious, I promise. Like, that was part of your battle as well. Being able to maintain your form, being able to maintain your structure, like in the type of environment that you was in. Like, you was placed in that environment so that you're able to show people. I keep on saying that. Like, you're like a good example, a prime example, a role model, like a leader. Like, you're like a real leader. Because you can actually show people that it can be done. The unthinkable can be done. The unimaginable can be done. Like, you can bounce back from this. It's like y'all got stories to tell. I promise y'all. And y'all be so quiet just for the sake of being humble too. Like, that ain't being arrogant or that ain't being ego. Like, it's a way that you do things. Like, you can present yourself without being boastful. Like, y'all need to side in yourselves. Understand the value. Like, you're a very valuable piece. I promise you, very, very valuable. Super duper needed right now. Y'all see the world that we exist in. Y'all see the way that stuff is happening. Y'all see, like, the decisions that's being made. Y'all see the role models. That's a big one. Y'all see the role models. Oh my God. I just told y'all on another one, my mama wouldn't even let Tit Drill play in the house. You out your mind. You think she ever would have let a sexy anything play? Like, you, boy, you bent. You bent. Understand the value in you. Like, right now, you have morals, you have heart, you have, like, you're, like, understand your position. Understand why it's detrimental, like how they telling you anything that you touch will turn to gold. Understand how you need to step into position. You need to present yourself. Understand how the more sooner the better it'll be, because then you will actually have some type of record. The same things that make you, I promise you, like, you wouldn't understand how comfortable I was with getting in front of this camera and talking to y'all. Like, I give you even the beginning of this year. You never would have told me that we would have been here. I would have been saying nothing to y'all. Hell, I really ain't even said too much to y'all. Y'all don't even, like, you have no clue. You have no clue. But I just make sure that I show up in my authentic form for y'all, and we can actually catch a vibe off of it, because that's all the fuck y'all looking for. That's all y'all trying to do, is find a place where you can be yourself. It's like it don't take much to be a decent human. It don't take much to have heart. It don't take much to be mindful. It don't take much to be respectful. You see, when you get people in the comments talking crazy, I don't even go too far. I simply just remove you. We ain't even got to do no arguing. Your opinion is your opinion. Like, I'm not going to try to take that from you. I'm going to just get you up out of here, though, because you clearly don't belong. And we going to keep it moving like how we're supposed to keep it moving. You got some people, like, who they get stuck where they at. They don't know how to progress. They don't know how to see past go. They get tunnel vision on the wrong things. It's like you got a lot of false leaders. You know what I mean? Because you got people that's being glorified for the wrong things. You got people that's being glorified for the wrong things. And then, hell, my thing is, too, should nobody even really be being glorified? Like, it's like again, it don't take much to be a decent human. I don't know. That's just like when I get on here with y'all. Like when I got on here and I did that donation for them readings, right? For one, it's like I'm going to get on here. I get on here and read. You know what I mean? When I get on here and read, I'm like for nothing. So it really don't even matter. It wasn't about the profit. You had people jump in and say, look, I ain't got nothing to offer, but I want to read. I'm finna read you anyway. Like, I'm super passionate about what I do. Super tapped in. I love this shit. Like, I love being here with y'all. I love hyping y'all up, like letting y'all know who y'all is, because y'all, like, that's part of my purpose. That's in my contract. Y'all done fucked around and forgot. Y'all ain't got enough of this. So it's like, I don't know. I don't care about the material part of it necessarily. Yes, I do know that I still have to exist as a human. You know what I mean? So yeah, I do have financial needs and different things like that. But I also know that, again, if I show up, you're going to show out for me every time. I ain't even necessarily got to do too. All I got to do is show up the way that I'm supposed to show up, and I will be taken care of. It's like you got to realize that. You got to realize that. Like, you are enough. You are enough. I promise you. You ain't got to put no bells, no whistles, no nothing on to it. Regular basic model, how you was built, how you was placed here. Tap into the bells and whistles that you have. Like, you're able to upgrade yourself automatically. You ain't got to go in and get nothing surgically done. You ain't got to do nothing extra. You ain't got to add nothing that you do not have. Take nothing away. All you have to do is work with what you got, like you have it all. And it just be a matter, like how I said, what she say, you know, if you don't know that you're him, then I guess you're not. It's like, that's how the universe is with you. I gave you these directions and you chose not to read these directions. So since you felt like you knew more than me, hell, show me that you know more than me. That's just like, y'all ever seen The Color Purple? Remember when Mr. was in there trying to cook for Suge and Celie knew he didn't know how to cook, but she went out there and sat on the porch like this, like just waited. It's like, that's how the universe did your ass. Like, you know what? You feel like you know more than me. Let's see how you run it. You might surprise me. Might surprise me. Because I'm for real. You about done wild the socks off of even the universe sometimes. Like, that's how magnificent you are. That's how brilliant you are. Like, you, man, again, make the unimaginable imaginable. Like Wonka vision, baby. If you can think it, you can make it happen. Like, you're very, very precious, very important, very big dealish. Especially when it comes to your manifestation skills. Like, I promise you. Absolutely, with that learning things the hard way. Because that, you know how they always say, like, the best lesson be a bought lesson. It hit a lot different. But then, like I said, your experience will be a lot different. If you was to get on somewhere and then you trying to guide somebody off of what somebody else told you with no experience, that could pretty much be like he say, she say. Because we really don't know, because you really don't know. You just know what you was told type thing. But when you actually done had to get out there and crawl on your motherfucker's stomach, you can tell that story a whole lot more better. You can feel it. It's different. It's way different. And people can feel it when you can feel it. They can feel when it's different too. They can feel when they just being told some stuff. But then that's another thing. You got to understand the difference in you and the difference in those people. Some people are comfortable with being told what they want to be told for the sake of being comfortable. You the type of person where it don't matter how uncomfortable you get. You just want the truth. You can digest it better. You don't like when people lie. You don't like when people make things what you want it to be just for the sake of trying to make you happy. That shit actually pisses you off. It does the reverse effect. That's what I keep saying with dealing with these people. They don't even know how to handle you. They get the opposite of what they looking for, trying to play these regular human ass games with an earth angel. You're built different. Hey, and I mean it in the most humblest way. Like, in the most humblest way. I promise you, like, all arrogance to the side. Not even ego tripping. Just know who you are and carry yourself as such. Don't let nobody play with you. Don't let nobody say any motherfucking thing to you. Don't let nobody handle you any type of way. And you don't have to be disrespectful when you demanding your respect. Just make sure that you communicate clearly. Lay your boundaries down and to stand on them. Stand on them. It's that simple. I don't give a damn if it's just one fine strip, a plank. You got to balance on that. You better stand on that motherfucker with everything you got. Because that's all you got. So, some of y'all might feel like y'all going through tough times. I beg to differ. I feel like you going through the moment right now where God clearing out all that bullshit that was in your way so you could get ready to live your real life. the life that you imagine, what you really want to do. Minus everybody else's problem, minus all of the other stress, minus this empty ass relation, like minus the BS again. And the thing is, you was gonna take your time on clearing stuff out if you were able to take your time, because you still had emotions invested in different pockets in these different places. And he came and swiped all that shit down. God came through like a bully, like a kid. When you was building with blocks, he came and kicked it down. That's just like, I'm gonna do you one better. Remember on Baby Boy when he had woke up and the little boy had built this little house and he kicked it down? He was like, I hate you, and he said, I hate you too. You ain't my son. Remember? That's what God did to you. He kicked that shit down and told you, that's not my child. You're not going to build for them. They can't get nothing over here. Do you see how they doing you? Do you see how they talking? Do you see how they make you feel? Do you see what they showing you? Use your discernment. Use what you know. Use your intuition. Tap in. Show them what I taught you. Read the directions. Read the directions. And they put you so far back against the wall, I promise you, and you finally tapped in and read the directions. You stop being so motherfucking scared. You stop running from tarot. You stop running from the spiritualists. You actually start doing research yourself instead of listening to what other people was telling you, what other people was scaring you from, what other people was making it spooky. You realize you ain't have to worry about no motherfucking ghosts coming because you've been fighting demons your whole entire life. You've been fighting demons. You've been in the trenches. You've been faced the devil himself. You ain't got nothing to be fearful of. You're still here. You still here. What Scarface said when they was hitting his ass up, I'm still standing. I'm still Stop playing with me. They can't do nothing with you. You're different. Understand how you're built. Understand how you built. You ain't got no reason to be fearful, baby. They can't do nothing with you. They ain't never been able to do nothing with you. Even as a kid, they couldn't do nothing with you. They can't do nothing with you. I'm sorry, Tristan. Hey, because I be so tapped like that shit. I can't explain to you how it make me feel, Tristan. Like, it's like something come alive in you. Get fully turned on, fully turned up, like so much passion. Like, I mean exactly what the fuck I'm saying, Tristan. Like, it's coming from my soul, baby. Coming all the way from my toenails. Like, stop playing. And I don't even mean like on all ends. They need to stop playing with you. Stop playing with you. It's time for you to move forward with the lessons that you have learned. Like, you ain't got to keep on doing this same shit again. You already know the results. You done got the same results. Like, that's why that switch was turned on. It's time to move. You going forward. And again, like I said, all that bullshit getting cleared out. Because what you finna lay right now finna be sturdy. What you finna lay right now is what your kids gonna survive off of. And then they kids. Like, it's finna be a whole lot of shit added on to what you finna build right now. Ain't no more shacking. Ain't no more of the log houses. Like, it's super sturdy. I promise you, super secure. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Tristan. And your next move, make it your best move. Because I ain't above getting nobody out of here. I already told you, ain't nobody killing the vibe. If you on the wrong side, just go where you belong, baby. All due respect. All due respect. If you not happy with where you at right now. All due respect. I promise you. Because we only vibing with things that's here for our highest good of all. All the rest of that shit is being returned back to center. Back to their asses. And they catching hell right now because they can't catch it. They not as crafty as us. They not as skilled as us. They didn't heal. That'd be the main thing. Healing. Hey, I promise you, just like for real. And it's like, I'll let you choose like, we can run it however it is that you choose to run it. You know what I mean? Because even with wisdom, you realize that everything don't deserve a response. Everything don't deserve a response at all. Sometimes people just lay stuff in front of you because they want a reaction out of you. Again, I already told you that's how they try to feed off of you. They try to, you know, redirect, pull that energy from somewhere else. Like, and usually that might work. With certain people, that might work. But with some people, you know, like, nah. You know what I mean? I'm going to know how to dismiss you gracefully and continue on my way gracefully. But man, yeah, like, it's just time. It's time. And yeah, a lot of this stuff is heartbreaking because a lot of the things that you have had to deal with, especially when it comes to the having to separate yourself from different friends and separate yourself from different people. These are people that you never imagined that you would have to go on without, if that makes sense. Like, yes, you understand that, you know that things like that happen, but it's like you've had to have funeral for peoples that still here, people that ain't even died. Like, you done had to lay a lot of things to rest. And you know that because of you knowing what you know now, you being able to see with your new vision, you being able to discern, you know, on these different levels, that those are people that's not able to progress with you. They can't move forward with you. Their time has run up. It's time for you to separate yourself. They on the other end of the spectrum. And it's like you have to be okay with that. It makes you feel a certain type of way. Because again, you have a heart. It makes you feel a certain type of way. If it was up to you, you know what I mean? Everybody will go with you. But again, like I told you, he told you that's not that. That's not my child. That's not my child. So it's some things that you had to separate yourself from. Them directions kicked in on autopilot. And you started to see people for who they was and treat them accordingly. I promise you. Hey, Jessica, I ain't playing with y'all. It's only because of the time that it is, though. I promise you, it's only because of the time that it is. It's only because you've outgrown these people. Like, you've outgrown these situations. You've outgrown these environments. Like, and you knew it too, I promise you. Because it's like before you even completely separated yourself from said people or environment, it's like you began to withdraw. Like, you would be there and it didn't feel the same. You wouldn't have the same fun. You wouldn't have the same love. You wouldn't have the same exchange. Like, for some of y'all, it's like you start going places and being so much more quieter. Like, you wouldn't your live self. You wouldn't pouring into everybody's cup. Like, you wouldn't, no. You'll go somewhere, get off to the side by yourself, and that's where you'll be until you're ready to go. It's like people would forget that you was even there. It's like you minimized yourself. And I feel like you have certain people that felt like they were successful with trying to project onto you when you minimized yourself, but they didn't realize that you was actually peeping the scene. Like, you didn't minimize yourself to hide yourself. You minimized yourself to go incognito. You was paying attention to everything that was going on around you. You was making sure that what you thought you seen, you did see. I did indeed see that. What you thought you felt, yeah, you was able to confirm it once you stepped back from the situation and you viewed it. You was able to confirm it over and over and over again. And that's what I'm saying. When you decided to separate yourself, like, you knew it was time. It was no question that it was time. You had already peeped the scene. You had already did the assessment. You already kept it G with yourself. Like, you know what? It is what it is. Like, it's time. And you got some people that felt a certain type of way about that. I do you better. A lot of y'all had one specific person that wanted to get y'all on up out of here for that. They feel like you betrayed them when you separated yourself from them. They feel like you wronged them when you decided to love yourself. It's like y'all got some friends, like some little fake ass karmic friends that felt a certain type of way that you separated yourself from, but it's a lot of y'all that got like a weird ass ex that had like an obsession or something like that with you, where they felt like they owned you or something like that. Like, it's like you was tested. Like, tested. Like, when that's why I say that with that sleeping with the enemy type vibe. Like, y'all legit was with a demon. You had a demon. Like, you was married to, in love with, like how I promise you, like a high rank demon too. Like, they were able to manipulate you to a certain degree. They was able to confuse you to a certain degree. Like, they was able to block your light and stop you from growing as much as you could have within this past time. But see, where they fucked up at is, they thought that because they was blocking you that you wasn't going to get the lesson, and you actually ended up still getting the lesson. They thought because they slowed you down, they was going to be able to stop you. But you patient, you wise, you smart. Like, for real. For real. Hey, Dark Eyes Entertainment, just by your name, baby, we already know where you coming, and we can let you know that you on the wrong side. You clearly one of them energies like that. That's exactly who you are. With the dark eyes, the soulless being. Entertainment, meaning you just do whatever it is you're entertaining. You're false. Like, your name say it all, baby. We capital P on Pisces. We're capitalizing on the spiritual realm. We're capitalizing on our energy. I ain't did nothing but sat here and fed life to my people the whole time that I've been here, making them better be able to seek out individuals like you. So again, if you accidentally wandered over here and you do not belong over here, you have all right to dismiss yourself, with all due respect. Thank you. So get it again. Like, you're going to have distractions. You're going to have people that try to question you. You're going to have different energies that try to go against you to make you question yourself. That's to make sure that you're firm within your belief. You sturdy within you knowing what you know. You don't need anybody to back you in order for you to know what you know. At all. You don't have to convince anybody of anything. Wisdom will let you hear things. You can listen to a person speak and you can understand where they're coming from. You can understand what their intentions is. You can understand what their motives is. If you're able to discern a level of discernment. Like, it's not hard at all. So the mere fact, if I'm over here and I'm telling you how strong you are, how you built, how amazing you are, and somebody else come on here and tell me that I'm lying, that means that they saying you the opposite of everything that I just told you. And we know that's a damn lie, because you would not have withstood the strength of time like I told you as well. We know that you're built different. Get that understood. So understand, when somebody come in and they try to go against you, be able to spot the false prophet. Be able to spot the false king, the false leader. And I ain't even trying to be no leader at all. None of that. I just want to tap you on your goddamn shoulder to make sure you know who you are. Make sure that you know when to step into your leadership role. Make sure that you know your power. I don't want no damn praise. My praise for me would be like, You know how when you see your baby walk or you see your baby talk or your baby graduate, anything like that, and not to even say that y'all my babies, but I don't give a fuck if y'all don't like it, y'all my motherfucking babies. I want to see y'all succeed. This world that we live in right now, that shit bump. We ain't finna be here. Like, we ain't even going for it. We ain't going for it. We ain't going for it at all. I promise you we not going for it. So it's like you can, yeah, we all about growth. We all about growth. It's about how you do it, Neil Soul Betty. It's about how you do it. It's a way that you do everything. If you act within ego, you know, you take it within ego, then yeah, you probably would end up in prison. You know what I mean? But if you take it, balance that heart and mind, take it from a healed place, you're going to take that shit all the way up to never, universe. Shit. Up out of this world. You're going to go beyond what you imagine. I already told you, all you got to do is show up properly. You're going to show out for you every time. Like, for real. I just need y'all to again, stay strong, whatever strong is for you. Like, for real, for real. Because with these readings, man, I promise you, with these readings, like, and how I go back and forth with that energy, like people playing in y'all energy, I just wanted to tap in with y'all and let y'all know why they feel the way that they feel. Like, why they hating so hard. Why they want you to fail so bad. Like, why you? You know what I mean? If you were sitting on the fence with the victim mentality, like, why you? I want to tell you why you. That's my thing. Tap in with you. Make you understand a little bit. Make you see what they see. Like, for real. And then understand, too, how it's like, the admiration in the situation, like, it's like these, like, people love you. I promise you, they love you low key, but it's like the dislike come from them not being able to embody what you embody. It's like a jealousy. Like, you remember when Drake was like, he said jealousy is just love and hate at the same time. Like, for real. It's the confusion between those two energies. Like, they don't know how to feel about you because it's not them. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, I just felt like I needed to touch bases with y'all. I promise you, like, we ain't doing no, oh, it's me type shit. We ain't in no victim type roles. Like, I promise you, yes. If not you, then who is how we coming type thing. Like, yes, you built for this shit. Yes. You get tested 1,000,000 times and it ain't no folding. You ain't folded yet. It's something to you. Like, you one of his best soldiers, his best runners. Like, you know what I mean? In the forefront. You letting everybody else know what to do. I keep telling you, like, realize your position. You setting the pace. Take that shit serious. Like, it's serious. It means a lot. It means a lot. But then I feel like that's why you're so honest too. Because with that position, you know that you can't lead nobody to no bullshit. You wouldn't want nobody to lead you with no false narrative, down no false lane, no nothing like that. You wouldn't want to get up and hear nobody, like, I don't want to hear nobody talking to me like that's just giving me that straight opinion. You ain't never even experienced nothing, no nothing. You just telling me solely how you feel. Knowing that I done said how I felt before and then was placed in the situation where I had to eat them motherfucking words, and now I feel completely different. So I can't even tell you how I feel off a situation that I ain't been through. I can only tell you my experience as far as I've had it. Ain't leading with no false narrative. But that's how you showing up too. Like, and understand, like, with your honesty, you showing up and you being honest about stuff like what you done been through that people will lie about. Like, oh, I ain't never been through that, knowing that they done got their ass toe up, but they embarrassed. They not as confident as you. A person will wait for you to say that you had a certain experience or you been through something, and then they'll bandwagon jump like, oh, yeah, that happened to me too, or this, and that. Knowing that when you was trying to figure shit out, you could have been asking questions or anything like that, and ain't nobody had no information to give you. Ain't nobody had no help to be, like, ain't nobody ever been through nothing. And now all of a sudden, you done been through the wire, huh? Like, you ain't, it's just certain stuff you ain't honoring no more. You ain't honoring it no more. And it just is what it is. Like, take it or leave it. Hey, and I like that on you. I promise you. I love the fact that you stepping into position. The whole universe loves it. It looks good on you. Like, for real. It's needed. It's needed. Girl, you ain't, and Jessica, that's what I'm saying, though. Just realize the people that you talking to. If you have the right conversations with the right people, ain't no damn way they gonna think that you crazy. You're gonna resonate. I get on here and talk to y'all about all kind of stuff. All kind of stuff. And because you resonate with it, you know I ain't crazy. You got to think to somebody, again, like I said, that's just talking off of experience, somebody that's narrow-minded and different things like that. Shit, I think the motherfuckers think I'm crazy too. I promise you. But see, they can't take away from the experience that I have. That's why I tell y'all, even with faith, I don't care what you believe in. I feel like just believe in something. I can't tell you what's going, like, I can't tell you that your God don't work for you just because my God is different. Just like you can't tell me that my God don't work for me. It's like I would never try to do that. I'm not going to control your faith or anything like that. And no, I'm not saying that I even believe in no different God, no nothing like that. All I'm saying is my mind is that broad. Like, everybody is welcome. All you have to do is have a fucking heart to be a part of my tribe. Have some faith. You're not going to be in here blank, empty shell, just doing whatever it is that, like, no, I ain't going to go for that. But have some faith. Be a decent human. Have a heart. Have some compassion. Have some nurturing skills. Have some skills, period. If you ain't got none, be willing to learn some. Be open. It don't take much. Love is love. That's what I'm saying. Unconditional. No conditions. I don't have no conditions to me loving you. If I choose not to even accept you, I will still release your ass in love. I don't wish you no harm. I don't want you to fail. I do know that you still are a valuable piece to some puzzle, even if it's not mine. Go where you fit. And be comfortable with where you fit. Like, it's not that, it's not that hard. I promise you it's not that hard. It's not that hard for real, y'all. But I feel like you get that. That's why I'm saying. That's why you here. That's what make you different. That's why they don't like your ass too. Like, they don't like, man, you will have some people, like, I promise you, y'all can have the faith that y'all have, and y'all will go and talk to some pastors or some priests, whoever it is that you speak to, spiritualists, whoever it is. And if they don't hold that same type of faith as you, they'll tell you that you're thinking too big, or they'll try to condemn your thoughts, or tell you that you shouldn't think that way, or you shouldn't question this, or you shouldn't do that. They'll try to put you back in that box where they feel like you're supposed to be. You know what I mean? Like, just know. Just know. Just know. And nah, you ain't tripping. For real. Yeah, people definitely do judge themselves too much. It's like it, and we all make mistakes. We all learning. Like, that be my thing. Just as long as you're just willing to learn, you'll be just fine. You'll be just fine. I promise you, you'll be just fine. Things change all the time on a regular. Things can be 1 minute and different than that. You see how they do hell with that daylight savings time. It go from being 1:59 a.m. to 1 a.m. all over again. Like it changed all the time. Snap of fingers. Just a matter of a minute. like you, I don't know. And then I feel the need to let y'all know as well, too, that it's like, you don't have to look a certain type of way. It don't matter the journey that you have traveled. It don't matter what you have done in your past. It does not matter. Like, where you come from, it don't matter. Like, none of that shit matters. All of those different things are things that are used against you to be able to hold you back. As long as you still got breath in your body, you are able to do something different. I just told you it's just a matter of a minute. It's a matter of you deciding that you want to do something different, or you want to view something different, or you want to let it go. Whatever the positioning is, it's like it's a choice. I done told you that's dealing with Pisces, self-undoing. It's just a matter of you. You know what? That shit don't even matter. You know what? I don't even care. That's just like, I promise you, I had some food at my mama's house. And I had put it in the refrigerator. And I had came back to get the food. The food was gone. Like, I was trying to figure out, like, now, why would somebody eat my food? At first, I asked. You know what I mean? But then it was like, shit, it don't even matter. It's gone. It's gone. What that's going to do, just piss you off, finding out who ate it. Like, it still ain't going to change the fact that it's ate. What you want them to do, throw it up, put it, like, just let it go. It be like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's some stuff you can't do nothing about. Like, just fuck it. What do you say? Cry 2 tears in a bucket. Like, you know? And it's like, some people don't have that growth, though. Like, they're not able to do that. You have some people that's waiting on certain things, or the simplest thing to be done, so that they can react a certain type of way, because that's how they relieve stress. That's how they feed. Like, you got different people. You got to know how to maneuver on all sides of the rope when you're dealing with these different people. That's why they say, like, with your discernment, using your discernment and different things like that, be able to call a spade a spade. Because it be a whole, like, it's a lot of game playing. It's a lot of manipulating going on. Like, different things like that. Like I said, you have been being tested. I'm going to remind you again, a lot of y'all been in spiritual warfare and didn't even know it. And y'all been whooping the enemy ass just simply off of being you. Simply being built how you built. Simply thinking how you think. Effortlessly. You ain't even have to study. You didn't even have time to study. Your ass just was thrown in battle. And come to find out, you knew how to fight. They fucked around and found out that you knew how to fight. Hell, I think you surprised yourself. Because you was scared in a month. You was scared. You was scared. You was scared. But you knew how to fight. My baby can breathe. My baby can fly. Yeah, and you was good. You was good. You didn't worry about it. We already spoke, look, we're dealing with people. Yeah. Yeah. But you also know, like, with being a kid, how they say misery loves company. Like, you've always been taught that. That's how that works. A person will come to you with some negative energies. They'll feel bad. And by the time they get done talking to you, getting that negative energy off, they'll feel completely better. And you will be the one pissed off about the situation. That's how that works. Thank you, Chaz. Hey, we needed to touch bases. Like, minus them cards. Man, ain't nobody playing. I felt like, Life. Look, one of my favorite movies. Y'all been hearing me talking. Remember, he was like, fuck the money. I lost my daddy watch. I feel like that. Fuck them cards. Y'all lost y'all heart. Like, y'all done lost y'all. They got y'all fucked up. And I'm going to be the one to remind you. I'm going to be the little sister to tell. The one to tap on the shoulder every time. Because I seen something that you didn't see. And I ain't letting that shit slide. I feel a certain type of way about it. Because you ain't going to do my people like that. You could do that with them other hood rats or gutter buckets, however else you want to do that shit over there. Do that with them. Do that to the people that deserve it. You ain't doing it to my people. And I stand firm on that. I stand firm on that. He said, my Cash App is it's the same name of my page. The capital P on Pisces. Let me see if I can get it. I'll share it. But I stand firm on that. Like, y'all valuable. Y'all valuable. And just because you get the short end of the stick, don't take away from your value. I just shared it, Chaz. Yeah, that don't take away from your value. And just because somebody else choose to try to devalue you, that ain't got nothing to do with it either. Like, it's you. We dealing with Pisces. You. Self-undoing. Can't nobody fuck with who you know you are. You know what you've been through. You know what you done had to endure. You know how many times you done had to cry. You know how many people you done had to cuss out. You know how many times you done had to fight. You know how many times you done had to bite your tongue. Like, you've been present for everything. So you'll be damned if you allow another person, individual, entity, anything like you. Like, a lot of y'all, even the type of people, right? Where it be like you almost want a person or somebody to try to challenge you so you can show what you made of. I feel like that's a lot of, like, another reason too why you was placed in some of the positions that you was placed in, because that was known that you have to be the type of person where some type of restrictions have to be placed in front of you in order for you to kick into ninja mode or something like that. Like, it's like you get bored with just regular stuff, just regular life, regular experiences. Like, every now and again, you like, man, like, you just different. I keep telling you, you different. Like, you are different. But it's a level up that come along with all of it. I promise you, like, every step of the way, it's always a level up. It's always wisdom. If you choose to revisit, you know what I mean, certain things, you know, to revisit with the wisdom that you gained from the last visit, from the last time that you was there. But see, I feel like a lot of y'all so tired of the same old, like, records. You so tired of the same old setting, same old people, like, same old experiences. It's like, you ain't traveling there no more. You ain't going there no more. Like, you completely set on new, hell-bent on new, focus on new. Like, I told you, your light shining different. And it's like you focus, but you still feel a certain type of way about having to clear the things out from the past. Clear the shit out from the past. It's like some stuff you just hanging on to. Like, you built you a little box and you just putting little keepsakes in the box because you don't want to let go of everything. I think a lot of y'all starting to come to realize, though, that y'all even gonna have to let go of the little keepsakes that you're putting in a box. It was just more so a comfort keeper for the moment of time that you was in, so that you would feel like you didn't have to let go of everything. But it's mainly due to emotions, you know, it's your love, like the connection that you had to different things. But I promise you, it's like, you know, you have to grow. And you're no longer willing to sacrifice yourself. Like, you're no longer to put yourself on the chopping block. You're no longer to be, you're no longer willing to be unhappy so that other people can be happy. That's what I mean when I say sacrifice yourself. Like the whole biting your tongue. Just for the sake of keeping the peace, even when you know somebody was wrong, or you know somebody was lying, or you know what they meant, their intentions, because you can feel. It's like you no longer giving benefit of the doubt. You ain't questioning yourself. That's the main thing. That's what has changed, like the big change. You went from questioning yourself, not necessarily being sure of yourself, because it's like you knew that you was gifted. You knew that you knew what you knew, but you still was kind of holding back. Like, you know what I mean? I guess you had to gain the confidence more and more. And the more and more that you had stuff going on that you was keeping to yourself, and then you was seeing stuff play out and realizing that you was right, you was like, you know what? I need to just start trusting myself. Or you began to see that when you would place yourself in situations where you knew that you should be maneuvering a certain type of way or something like that, and you would go against the grain and get your ass popped. And what I mean by pop, you know how to flip-flop sandal when you was little, your mama pop you that little flip, woo, that, like, yeah. And you knew, you be like, you know what, I knew I shouldn't have. Like, it's like you maneuvering completely different. You know what I mean? Again, you're maneuvering different. Some of y'all done got some wounds. Yeah, you got some wounds. But what did Chain say on Hangover? Did you die? Did you die? He said, I had this happen. He said, yeah, but did you die? You did not fucking die. You lived. And you earned the title of being in the position that you in because you lived. Again, like I said, it's like a whole, like how the humans be about the Super Bowl. Like that's how the ethers is about you. Like, I done been on y'all since yesterday. I said, hell, who the hell are you? I'm trying to figure out. Like, you, what are ya? What are ya? Because, baby, the type of protection that you got, the type of wisdom that you have, the type of backing that you have, like, it's different. It's out of this world. That's going to be the best way to explain it. Out of this world. It's definitely out of this world. It's definitely different. It's definitely a big deal. It definitely can't be slept on. It definitely can't be trampled over. It definitely can't be like messed with. It's like tight, like welded tight, molded tight, like. We ain't playing no victims. We ain't taking no victim mentality roles. No, none of that. Ain't none of that happen. We know why we being placed in the position that we placed in, because we kick ass. We kick ass every time. Every time. We show that it's able to be done. Remember that. I keep telling you, you being placed in the positions that you're being placed in because you're a leader. You're a role model. You're an example. You can't tell me that it cannot be done if it was done. I have proof of it being done. You're one of the greats. You're one of the greats. Like, can't nobody take that from you. Tell your story. Or you ain't even got to tell your story, but still use your story. Operate within your limits. Like, don't minimize yourself. Like, that ain't what you here for. Again, you're a role model. You're an example. You here to pave the way. Like, for real. You welcome. You welcome. Like, you're needed. You're needed. You need it. Don't ever forget it. You need it. And not to mention, like I told you, it's like if you're a leader, no matter how old you are, how young you are, understand that you have people that's viewing you, so they're watching how you respond. Be flattered by the people that more so want to imitate what it is that you're doing. Be flattered. Because that still mean that they know that it's right. That still mean that they respect it. They still, that gives you confirmation that it looks good. That gives you confirmation that it's working. That gives you confirmation that you're on to the right path. Like, for real. And don't feel no certain type of way about them imitators, because they ain't did the work. They'll never be able to do it like you. They'll never be able to pull it off like you. Like, it'll never work. It'll never, like, don't even worry about it. Again, just be flattered and keep it moving the way that you keep it moving. You got more work to do. But just know that you're being watched. So be mindful of the image that you're presenting. Be mindful of the knowledge that you're giving. Be mindful of, you know, just the way that you're presenting all together. Like, it counts. You know what I mean? It counts. And again, be authentic. Ain't nobody saying that you got to be perfect. You ain't got to show up no specific kind of way. We love you in your true form. We don't like that fake shit. We don't accept that fake shit. We don't honor that fake shit. As long as you don't come with that fake shit, baby, you will be accepted. And that's coming straight from the universe. The universe ain't honoring no fake shit. That's what is spoken when we say we. You do know and understand that the way that you tapped in, the vibe, your intuition, what you know, your wisdom, you are a part of the universe. Again, I keep telling you, you mean a lot. You're a very valuable piece. You've been protected thus far because you I ain't even got to keep on drilling that into you. Like, who you is, how firm you stand, for real. For real, for real. For real, for real. I promise you that authenticity means everything. It means everything. It's so much more respectable. Because after you be authentic, after you lay the real on the line, it's like, ain't nothing else you can do after that. That's why it's so respectable. Like, it's like, even if you do something and somebody be like, did you do this? It's like a yeah, you know. The only thing that could come after that is why. And then you say, well, because this, and that. It's like, whether they like it or not, they ain't got no choice but to respect it. You did not lie. You laid it out. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell? What else comes after that? They could say, well, I didn't like that. And you could say, okay, well, I won't do it again, you know. Or if it's something where it made sense to you, you know, y'all could take it from there. But it's still going to be, you know what I mean, the communicating. It can't be false. It can't, it can't be no playing with that. For real. For real, for real. But I mean, I don't know. Look, I just want to touch bases with y'all, for real. I promise you, touch bases with y'all. Because y'all the bee's knees. Like, y'all amazing. For real. Y'all need it. For real. Like, super needed. A very, very valuable piece. Like, and again, like I said, this shit get hard sometimes. Like, sometimes, yeah, them tests, especially when they be coming back to back to back like that, it'll make you question, you know what I mean? Question your position. Question if you could possibly be doing something wrong. If you've made a wrong choice or anything like that, you know? And it's like, yeah, no. Nah. You setting the tone. You setting the pace. You clearing out the old because you making way, like you showing them how it's done, if that makes sense. Like it's actually a beautiful position to be in. You know, it seems restrictive right now, but every time you've come through the storm, when you look back at it, you be like, damn, you know what I mean? I did that, or I survived. You know what I mean? You get what you need from it. Like it's very beneficial, not only to you, but also to others. For real. You're recovering. Yes. That's healing. You're still that's fine. That's fine. That is absolutely amazing. That means that you chose to continue to grow. You chose not to be restricted by the things that was placed on you. For real, for real. Like that's beauty. That's the beauty in it. That's what makes you different. That's why you always gonna be like fine. You're always gonna be all right. You'll always be taken care of. The mere fact that you show up even when you don't feel like it. That's why shit gets done for you. That's why you're protected the way you protect it. Again, that unconditional. A lot of people do stuff with conditions, not even realizing, you know what I mean, that they doing things and expecting things back. You throwing shit in the air and then walking out the room. You don't even care where it landed at. You just know where you placed it. You're a valuable piece. You'll always be taken care of, for real. Always. Just know it. And with y'all knowing that, and you going ahead to move forward with knowing that, like, just see the difference in the journey. See the difference in the path. Like, just see the difference. When you release the fear, when you just be you. Show up. For real. You're welcome. Hey, you hear me? You hear me? Throw it up in the air. And walk away from it. It land wherever it land. You are welcome. You are very, very welcome. And much love to you too, love, for real. For real, for real. Like it be, y'all, man. We here, y'all. We here. And we here for real. And I told y'all I was going to be y'all hype man. I told y'all I was going to tap in with y'all. I love y'all too. Thank you. I don't know what I just scrolled into, but it is all love, Andy. I promise you, it is all love. It is all love. You are welcome. You are welcome. You welcome. For real, for real. Hey, we need it. I told you, we got so much mess going on. People always promoting mess. We still got some love bugs out here looking. I'm one of them. So, yup, what you say, get in and throw glitter in the air. I'm going to throw me some glitter, baby. I like glitter. You got people that be concerned about the mess. I ain't worried about the mess. Women age 40, boy age 27. Love, please help me. I do not know what you are talking about, sir. We'll see with your next statement if you make the cut. For real. I just needed to let y'all know, because just like I told y'all yesterday, stuff like a lot of the stuff y'all been through, like with, especially with the people trying to attack y'all the way they tried to attack y'all, stuff don't happen like that with average people. They don't happen like that with average people. And if it do, they don't come out the way the truth came out. People done lost their mind for less, lost their life for less, all type of shit. Like, and you just done been protected. Protected. Like, I promise you, protected. For real, for real. And I don't know. Like, just know. It's time for y'all to know. Time for you to know so you can fully step into your power. You know, see what you can really do. Like, believe in yourself. You setting the pace, like I said, for so many people. I love you too. Yeah, for so many people. Hopsy, don't even worry about your ex. Don't worry about your ex. Focus on you right now. If they your ex for a reason. Your main thing is not to go into a situation the same way that you left out of it. And if you're still focused on the other person, then it means that you're not focused on yourself, which means that you're not healing, you're not growing. And if that opposite person is still healing and growing, then when you come back to them as the same person who you were that they left, they really not going to want you still. So actually give somebody some growth to come back to so that you can combine and y'all can grow together. For real. Said it take 27 years for Saturn to go. Hey, so understand, like, we even had a lot of stuff take place, you know, up to date, where it's like, it has not happened astrologically, you know what I mean, in years, thousands of years, and different things like that. I keep, like, y'all got turned on for a reason. I said that y'all here at the time that y'all here for a reason. Y'all here for a reason. Y'all got a position to be in. You are welcome. You are welcome, for real. Yep, you are absolutely welcome. And we gonna figure it out. A lot of things come as well. I am a little turned on, so chill out. And a lot of your lessons, like, you don't get the benefit of the lesson until you heal, right? So you'll be placed in situations, and depending on how you navigate that situation, it'll dictate whether you get the reward or you have to do it again, right? Now it's like a test, like an endless amount of tests, right? So if you don't pass the test, it's not like, you know, you're just absolutely done or anything like that. Like, you actually have to work hard, you know, to absolutely be done. Outside of that, you just gonna face the same test again. You know, and if you fail it, you'll face it again. You fail it, you'll face it again. Hell, if you pass it, you will still face the same test. The only difference is you will get an upgrade on the questions with the information that you now have and see if you're able to navigate that. You know what I mean? Like, it's levels to everything. You say I'm looking for it. Look, tap it. We gonna be here. We gonna be here. I can't say every day, look, because I do got some things that I done got myself into where I be a little bit busy. But we gonna be here. I ain't never not gonna go nowhere. Even when I take my breaks, I'll be back. You can guarantee that. I love y'all for real. I love y'all for real. Like, I promise you, we help each other. Man. For real, for real. But man, what was it? 12-1. I done been on here for 2 hours now. I'm finna get ready to let y'all go. Let y'all go do some things. Look and tap back in with y'all. For real. You gotta, like, we gotta be honest, y'all. We gotta be honest. I just wanted to make sure that y'all didn't get caught in no victim mentality. Don't feel like, you know what I mean, you going through something bad because of the positioning that you being placed in. It's what I needed you to understand. It's like it's not bad. It's lessons. You being placed in a position to learn. You're a leader. You hold power. You're value. Like we need you to get these lessons so you can help us. Like, for real. Thank you, y'all. Thank you, y'all. Yes, Shane. Like, for real. For real. I love y'all too, for real. Oh, look. I can see that y'all know I love y'all, for real. For real. For real. Like, it's different. It's different. And I know man, things be trying. These tests be testing, for real. So I know I just had to come and hype my besties up real quick. What they say, you don't need no beat. Go on and hype your bestie up. I had to hype my besties up. Y'all better stop playing. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Shit. We ain't finna play. We gonna show them how it's done. What he say through it. We finna get out here. What you talking about? For real. I say, yeah. Yeah. And because the true value in things, I promise you, it'd be so cliche, but it's like it be the things that money cannot buy. Like, you couldn't pay me enough for my respect. If you was to ask me, how much would it cost for your respect? How much would it cost for this? How much would it cost for that? It's going to be hard for me to come up with numbers, especially if you're telling me that once I get rid of it, I'm not getting my shit back again. You're not going to be able to pay me enough. I'm going to actually feel disrespected that you coming into my space like you understand how you going to have me fucked up. Understand how I'm going to run your fade. Understand how you never, like, you know what I mean? You going to feel funny when you fix your mouth to say that shit to anybody else after coming across me. Like, we ain't doing that. You know what I mean? But it's a little bit different, you know, like, I just, you know, on the internet and different things like that, like all that little keyboard box and shit, like that shit is weird to me. So I don't go too far with that as far as arguing with nobody online or nothing like that. But it'd be like, I ain't never gonna be placed in the position, you know, like in physical and in 3D where some shit is in front of me, you know what I mean? I feel like I'm being challenged and I'm gonna back down, like I'm not gonna speak my mind or nothing like that. Like, nah, we ain't going. I'm gonna stand. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah. And again, I feel like a lot of y'all like that too. You know what I mean? Like, you know what it's a line. It's a fine line. It's a fine line. And you ain't got to be no asshole or nothing like that. You know what I mean? To defend yourself. Like, you don't have to be physical to defend yourself. You ain't got to be weird and witchy to defend your, like, you know what I mean? Like, it don't take all of that. It don't take all of that. Use your words, sweetie. You know, like, use your words. Like, you can easily say, you're not going to do that. Or, you know what I mean? And I don't even mean it like that. Because there's still a certain tone that you can have with those basic words that'll let a motherfucker know that you're not playing. You're not going to do that. You see how I said that? You think if you can try it if you want to. I just told you what you ain't gonna do. Now, if I grab your hand and ball your fingers up, then what? I just told you what I was not going to allow you to do, especially when it came to me. You know what I mean? Like, You have the right to stand firm. Like, don't play about you. Ain't nobody gonna value you like how you value you outside of you, hell. And for some of y'all parents, you know what I mean? Like, for real. For real, yes. Yes, yes. See the value in you, for real. Hey, y'all straight though. I promise you, y'all straight. I ain't even pulled no cards today. We got on here and ran this fade, baby. I like this. We gonna have to do this more often. For real. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, love. For real. I love y'all vibes too. I love y'all vibes too. It was a match for you. We definitely we meet. How they do it? Love y'all. Y'all know this one of my favorite signs. If y'all be in my comments, I will hand heart y'all asses to death. I love it. Appreciate you too, love. For real. I promise you. I promise you. I just needed to let y'all know. For real. Like, it matters. You matter. It matters. Look, y'all gone. I got some dishes to wash so I can get moving because it's Friday. If I ain't got time to get back on here on live with y'all, I'm definitely going to make sure that I sit down and record some readings, maybe like some 20-minute readings or something like that. I already got one that I recorded this morning, and I'm going to go ahead and upload it. I'll probably upload it by 4. But I'm definitely going to touch bases with y'all. Y'all know we is not done. We is not done at all. And thank you so much, love. Mary Auntie, I'm definitely happy that you are here with me. I promise you. I just did that to you before you did that, sis. God is love. I don't know what you mean. Did what? Did that to you before you did that. Sis, God is love. God is all, yes. Pure, authentic love. Let's not forget the unconditional love. God is love without conditions, baby. He'll tap that ass and still let you know that he love you while he tapping that ass. You just need to get this lesson. It was hot. I told you don't touch it. You got burned, baby. I'm still going to kiss your finger, but it don't take away the fact that you got burned. Just like it don't take away the fact that I told you it was hot and told you not to touch it and you touched it anyway. So, you know. Oh, the heart sign. Yeah. Hey, for real. Them lessons. Like them lessons, man. Have you waiting to have them babies, girl? No. You said you was due when? Like October. Didn't you say October? Oh, you got 20. You finna have them babies, Jane. Good thing I didn't touch it. I know that's right. And what you said, you was obedient. When they said it was hot, you took it for what it is. Oh, October, just some aches and pains, that body getting ready. Because you know we already at September. You ain't nothing but a month away. I definitely hope you feel better. Definitely hope you feel better. I'll be sending you some energy. Definitely sending you some healing energy. Am I okay? Do you see anything wrong? Nothing outside of you just getting big. That carrying one child is super stressful. That's super stressful. So the mere fact that you carrying 2, baby, that's just taking its toll on your body. It's taking a toll on your body. That's all. Yeah. You definitely fine, though. You protected. You protected them babies protected. I respect personal bubbles in myself. Beating love. Sometimes. I can dig that. You are welcome. You welcome. And that's good. Look, y'all make me feel better too. For real. Yeah. But no, it's just that weight though, Jane. With you, them babies getting big. You gotta think you only a month and a half away. It's finna be September, like I said. I had twins and it was a lot. Yeah, see, it was a lot. Even after she had them, I'm telling you. My best friend had twins, and when I say she was so big, I was wondering how she was even walking. Like, oh my God, she was huge. Like, man, swallowed a pony. That is a lot on your body, without no kids and stuff like that. Like, depending on how you carry your weight, because, like, I'm bottom heavy. Like, my thighs thick them up. And it be like that can, weigh heavy on your knees and different stuff like that. So you got to understand, like, you carrying a lot. You carrying a lot. You going to have your aches and your pains. Thank you. Ashe. You said they better not point that finger at me. I'm on fire now. Y'all so silly. I know that's right. Well, welcome to the Good Vibes Tribe. I like that. It's the weekend. They say them weekends be the busiest time in them emergency rooms. See if you could do you some pacing, some walking back and forth. I also thought, though, that things like that was an emergency. Did you go to your labor and delivery? Hey, look, you done came in at the end. Hey, go to your labor and delivery, though. 10 pounds, 22 inches. He'll be 25 on September 11th. I know that's right. I weighed 100 pounds with Prego. I was 240. Ooh, girl, you doubled up. She said I was 240. See, I bet you your knees and stuff like that probably stressed you out too then. Because if you went from 100 pounds, you added on a whole extra 100 pounds to you. Like, your body is not used to carrying that. Oh, you got to go get them babies off that bus. Will you make sure that you stay hydrated and different things like that? And if you continue to feel how you feel, go straight to, like, your labor and delivery floor usually. Because, like, where I'm from, our hospital, they wouldn't even deal with the pregnant people. If you come to the emergency, they'll send you over to labor and delivery. We definitely rooting for you, though, babe. We know you're going to be fine. We know that body just weighing on you, for real. She said, my vagina. Yes, that thing holding in 2 babies. I bet it do hurt. And you got to know, even with twins, too, most of the time, twins do be born like a month or so early. Different things like that. Like, just don't panic. Don't panic at all. You will be absolutely fine. And thank you. Not here, big ups to women. Y'all keep the world going. And we try, women and men together. We keep the world going. Can't neither one of us do nothing without the other. So it takes the both of us. We got the ping pong that shit off of each other. You best believe it. Your blood pressure high because you stressing, baby, because you concerned with what you have going on. That's the only reason. I already told you, like I said, look, when you get done with this, you will be able to tell other mothers that's carrying multiples how it goes. Don't scare the shit out of yourself. We already talked about this. Don't scare yourself, yeah. Look, well, thank you. God, not how. Hey, what you say? I was talking fast. Look, if I was talking fast, I probably did. Absolutely, God. Big G. Big G. Giving advice for you, Jane. She said her blood pressure was high as well, too. That you might deliver early if the hospital can't get it under control. Pregnant women can develop a condition called preeclampsia and end up having twins early. Yeah. Yep, so don't even panic, babe. It's normal. You are absolutely protected. Your babies are protected. Everything will be fine. You let us know when our nieces and nephews what you have. And I ain't never even asked you what the sexes of the babies was. My last name starts with G. I ain't just saying Big G. That's all right. Go ahead, rock with it. Because when urine pregnancy test is negative, but blood test positive. Why is it? What do you mean? Yeah, I'm with Andy. I rebuke any thoughts of anything other than perfect conditions. Thank you, Andy. See why I love y'all. See why I love y'all. It ain't no mistaking the love. You absolutely fine, Jane. You know what that urine, they be counting the HCG levels. It's 2 in the afternoon. It depends on what you've been drinking. If you've been drinking water, if your urine diluted, anything like that, that blood is just going to be more accurate. Even when you get pregnant and you come with a P-test, they always still take blood anyway to confirm it. So don't worry about anything. Don't worry yourself, love. At all. You'll be absolutely fine. You are so welcome. I love you too, for real. You are so welcome. Yeah, you good though, love. Don't worry. You absolutely fine. And we definitely sending our blessings to you, sending love, healing energy, and everything to make you calm. Because that's all. You already taken care of. We already said all you got to do is show up, baby, and God gonna show out for you every time. You already taken care of. Look, I'm telling Dave, you good. You good. Just listen to your body, and if that thing seems like it's gonna fall out on the floor, you better take your butt back to that hospital now. With the multiples. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I want to know too how that go. How that go with having twins? You push one baby out, and then you got to turn around and stretch that thing right out and push the other baby out. How that work? Shit, it's like you got to stretch that thing out one time. I couldn't imagine it stretching it out 2 times in one sitting. Now I need y'all to be hanging on to each other. When one come out, I need the other one to be hanging on like a hot dog or something. Just pull both of y'all out together, cause girl. Or pop out like 2 marbles, something like that. I don't know. I'm rooting for you though, baby. I promise you. I always said I wanted twins, but that still make me a little nervous. Ooh, that make me a little nervous. I got me some questions, Jane. The pelvis bone actually spread it when the baby passes through. You got beautiful soul. Damn, I hate to let you. My boys are turning 10 in December. Healthy and happy. Jesus Christ is watching over you and your babies. Ashe. 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 Definitely protected. Big protected. Always been protected. Always gonna be protected. For sure. For sure. For sure. Thank you. I do. I be curious on how that works. He said it's crazy. That's amazing though, because you got to think back in the day when they had multiple births. I'm pretty sure if they didn't have no hospital to go to, they had to just pop them out. Go ahead and do that thing. Hey, yeah, you right about that. Definitely built different. Hey, it's definitely gonna be tomorrow at 12 p.m. I'm gonna try to jump back on at some time today. But like I said, if I don't get the chance to get on, I'm gonna make sure I at least do some recordings and post the videos. But we definitely going back live tomorrow. I've been sticking to the 12 p.m. I don't know if 12 p.m. work for y'all on the weekends, but I'm willing to run it. I am absolutely willing to run it. Hey, look, you came in on the end, babe. But how you doing? I'm finna let y'all go on. So like I said, I could get my butt in this kitchen and then I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna eat. Give me something to eat. But I thank y'all.